Alright, so we're going to do the front and rear mounts. Not mounts, I'm sorry. Front and rear covers. Put a thin layer of Detroit jelly on it. You don't want to put too much of this because it will blow the gaskets. Some people might not like this, but I ain't never had none come back, so I'm going to keep doing what I do. If you are getting the end frame done, go ahead and get this resealed every time. If you're getting a clutch job, go ahead and get your rear. I don't care if it's leaking or not. Get it done. You'll thank me for it later. A lot of times people get clutches and that's all they get, and then a few months later their rear structure's leaking and I'm like, well, you gotta take the clutch down. Transmission's gotta come back out. So while you're already there, you should have went ahead and got it replaced, but they don't know. So guys, this is a special build. We're gonna have a story on this truck driver. It's kind of a inspirational story to a lot of truck drivers. This guy's been down his luck. But you know what? He came to the right spot and we're gonna take care of him. The guy just bought this truck. I think I said that before. And I mean, his camshaft's gone. This truck's had problems for a minute. And honestly, I don't even see how dealerships can comfortably sell a truck that has as many problems as this one did. Because if you're a truck driver buying a truck, you're not going to know what to look for. You're going to say the truck looks good on the outside, it runs good, I'm going to buy it, but you don't know nothing about the inside. So it's important if you can get them to just pull the valve cover, tell them to send you a picture of the camshaft, make sure the camshaft's not chewed up, make sure the fuel pump's good. That's the two main important things to look at so you don't have a problem. Like this one, it's got a new fuel pump on it, so I'm guessing that they didn't flush the system out whenever they did the fuel pump, and the camshaft's gone, so metal got up into the bearings and it spun a bearing. I had a guy, I guess he's watching on here. He called me, or he emailed me, said his truck, when it got hot, it lost oil pressure. And I was luckily able to help him. It wasn't nothing big. And I was able to help him without him coming here. He said he was close, but everybody knows we're by appointment only. So squeezing somebody in, it's kind of hard. But if all else would have failed, I would have made sure that I made time for him. But I told him, I was like, the first thing you need to do is go get a service. I don't know how many miles you got on it, but it sounds like your oil filter's collapsed. And sure enough, he goes and gets his oil changed. He said I only got 7,500 miles on it, so he's probably got carbon starting to fall apart and give out on him. But his oil filter was collapsed. He hadn't gave me an update yet. He said he's going to run it, see if it does it. I'm sure he ran it last night. But just little things like that, guys. It really feels good that I can keep y'all out of the shop. Because, I mean, he could have went to a shop and they could have charged him God knows what to diagnose it. And the whole time it just been the oil filter. It's not always the case. But I mean, he said whenever it cooled down, it stopped. So I was kind of thinking maybe it was a bearing starting to lock up. And when it got hot, it didn't want to run right. But in this case, it was just the oil filter. So I'm sure he's back on the road making money. Which is always a good thing. We can keep y'all out of the shop. Probably took him an hour or so. I don't really know what the time is on services. But I'm sure he didn't have a lot of downtime. And if he did, y'all need to step up y'all's game. Wish I'd known you were coming down here. Huh? I wish I'd known you were coming down here. Yeah. Sorry about that. I had to get Ethan some stuff. If anybody out there is looking for a good car hauler truck, send me an email. I know somebody selling one it looks like a show truck. So if y'all want to show it, you could. I mean, it's a super nice truck. And it's been well taken care of. And it's got a Caterpillar engine. But he done redid everything in it. I think he wants like $300 and something thousand for it. But it's worth every penny. If y'all seen the truck, y'all would understand. Alright, front's done. I got the front gear housing ready to be painted, so it can go on now. I'm gonna put everything together before I start spraying it. But let's get it back on. Alright, so I got my gasket on. Got my tool pulled out. Goes in the front so nothing falls in there. Let's put it on. I did go ahead and paint it a little bit, but I'm not done. Everything goes right in the fence and the fuel pump and stuff ain't on. I'll start my special bolt first, goes right in the center. I'll hold it. Take these goes off, start paint on. Use this camera so y'all can see. Make sure the washers are on all the bolts. There's no certain way of doing this, but what I'm going to do is put it all back together, put the head on, and then once the head's on, I'm going to take it over to the other one, start swapping everything out. Alright, we got them on. I'll start torquing. The first round's 177 inch-pounds on all of them. Kind of hard to do 177 because it's barely any pressure. first torch done. Alright, so the middle bolt goes to 41. And all the rest of the bolts go to 47 and then 30 degrees. Yeah, the first one done. These are saves the day. I can hear his truck bringing me some stuff. Hey, Peter.
I use the bathroom. I got flies. I got everything you need.
Alright, almost done, and we're gonna do the rear. They got the rear gasket all lube or Detroit jellied up. And it's time to put the rear on. Alright, so we got it set there. I got all the bolts started, but we're gonna run down this one, this one, this one, and this one to 62 inch pounds. And then we're gonna make sure that it's centered. Once we get the flywheel on here, you gotta make sure from here to the center, from here to the center, from here to the center, from here to the center is all the way even, all the way around. We gotta torque this down first. 62 inch pounds is not a lot. Trey Daddy, come down here. Alright, 62 is done. Now let's torque the rest. Alright, so I numbered them all. We're gonna go 74 foot-pounds first. Alright, first set's done. Now it's time to get that real torque in. Alright, this is the final torque and it's 145. Alright, that's done. Time to put flywheel on. Alright, so we got this tool right here. Got it pulled down. That's how we're going to check the deck height. So you're going to find a smooth surface. Right by it, get it set to 0. On it. We're at 14 thousandths. That's where we need to be. Check the back side. $14,000. I don't know if y'all can see that back there. Wow, it's at 14 thousandths. So we're good. It is. Let it come back up. Pick it up. Move the next one. I already did the first one, or I did number 6 already. I wasn't thinking about recording it. But you can torque these, but we're about right where we need to be running them down because this is where the pressure goes. And I pretty much know how tight to tighten it, so. Usually they're about 14, 15 thousandths. See, this one's 15. It's 15 on the back too. But that's fine. So, that one's good. We did have a counterbore done to this block. So everything's gonna be brand new. Just some 15 thousandths. $15,000 on the rear. What? Where are you going? Who going with who?
Huh?
We're having the meeting, aren't we?
What?
We're having the meeting.
Come on, Dad, right here.
Dad?
You said you going with him.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I did the rest of them and didn't realize we weren't recording, so, but you got to see a few of them, see where they're supposed to be at. They all checked out good. Now, Cummins doesn't call for that, but we do it. We raise the deck heights up, but I know people that run them around 12, 10 to 12. But you gotta be pretty consistent with what it is so you don't drop a gasket. Put all this stuff up. And I'll go ahead and get these pistons built up. And then we'll be going back in with them. Alright, well, we're all set. Got everything clean. The rods have been rebushing. All look brand new. This one has fractured rods. You can always identify it by the hole in the bottom of it. So, got all this cleaned up. Just got back from the machine shop. All checked out good. So I'm going to get the pistons. And we're going to set the pistons. And then we'll be ready to put the rods in the block. So we got the front, we got the rear on, we got the crank in. It's moving along. It's taking a little bit more time cleaning everything. Luckily I got my brother here with me. He's cleaning everything. And I'm putting to work on putting these pistons in. So he knows it. He could do this, but he don't want to. It's what he likes to do. So we're going to work with him though. But he's down there getting stuff done. So hey, Andrew.
Sorry, not my busted lip.
He got a little busted lip, so now he's like, I ain't saying hey. It's okay though. So like I said, see these rods mounted to the pistons. Be very careful with them because they're fractured. I hate fractured rods, but hey, they have them, so we deal with them. But I can show y'all. See how it's like etched, or it's actually because it's cracked. See, if you don't have that cap lined right up, you can make a big mistake. It's stamped HD because they're ours, but they're all good and ready to go. So let's get it done. All right, so we're unboxing our pistons. All of it's Cummins. If y'all need some packaging stuff, let me know. I got plenty of it. All right, so all of them are laid out. Now it's time to put them together. All right, we're all set up. See if we can lift this block up and put it on some stands. Come on. Come on.
You want more rides?
Nah, come on.
Can't hear you.
Come on.
I'll just come truck out.
So I don't have my original thing to hold the blocks up, so I had to make this. But it's okay because it's holding up.
I don't need the power cord. You got a box in here?
Hey, will you grab that?
What's that? What do you want to grab?
That stand?
Hey, you got a box in here?
No. Start right here and put the front motor mount on. Yeah.
Where you going?
Oh my gosh, there's not a thing in it.
You'll get out of the other one.
Is there one that I can take out?
Yeah, well, this one got one in.
I got it.
All right, yeah, you got it right there.
Can you pick it up anymore?
No, I'll have to. Yeah. That's a groovy. Well, you don't put the line in, you don't put it in. Okay, put it. It's hot here, bro. Oh yeah, she's in. Look at that. This is Michael jumping off of it. Yeah, you can get him much further.
Alright.
Alright, what?
Good. Oh man.
Wait a minute. They gonna really get some blow by through here if you don't put nothing in these hoses. You gonna set the rings on them?
Can that work?
Yeah, man. Look, watch me. Watch, I'm gonna.
Loose.
Yeah, but that's 200 something pounds doing it. Motherfucker ain't going nowhere. Ain't going nowhere. What you plan on doing? To dance? You go back. Oh, you keep no tension on it just for the poo-poo.
Yep.
Well, it's mighty nice. You didn't paint this one?
Well, I just painted that to get some, throw some paint on it. I don't want to paint any of this, so don't get it anymore.
Yeah, you're right. Yes, great thinking. What's
All right,
13? What's 13 and 14 mean?
Numbered them, so I knew how to torque them.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the help, Peter.
Well, thank you.
All right, it's set up now.
What time is it?
I don't know, but we're gonna stop it here. We didn't get as far as we wanted to, but it's okay.
Bye.
You weren't in it. But thanks, y'all.